Good morning, it is 9:51 and this is actually the second time I'm filming this morning. I realised that, I literally just fucking filmed this, but I went to go take off my microphone and then realised that my microphone wasn't even well, it was on me, but it was in my pocket. So, do I know how good the audio is going to be? No. Is it better if I just refilm it? Yes. So, that's what we're doing. All right, so I'm on the way to the gym because, and now this was not the original plan. The original plan was supposed to be do my health assessment at 10:30, go to the gym from like 10:30 to 2, like sometime between that time slot, and then do my chiropractor at 2 p.m. But I woke up this morning to a call saying that they've rescheduled my health assessment to 12:30. So now I've got some awkward time to fill in, and I don't feel like sitting around and not working out because I essentially lose my workout window now. So I've just decided, even though I was warned not to do it, I'm going to work out before this health assessment, because at the end of the day, in a real life emergency response situation, you can't choose A, when it happens, and B, whether or not you worked out that day or not. So I'm just going to do it, and if I don't make my health assessment, you'll understand why. But look, honestly, I'm pretty confident. Like, it's not like I work out for hours and hours and hours and hours. I just do maybe like an hour, and I'm just doing back today. So realistically, I should be fine. Now, for the all right. So for the mindfulness post, let's start with. So I'm grateful for. It's going to be peanut butter and my NutriBullet. Now I know what you're thinking, it's probably a bit of a weird combination, but to help me make my calories up last night and to give myself like this, like a dessert that wasn't really a dessert, but it made me feel like it was a dessert, I kind of made like, I guess you call it more like a frappe, put a whole heap of ice, water, 3 scoops of protein powder and 100 grams of peanut butter into my NutriBullet, and made like this little creamy peanut butter creamy goodness, like it was ice cream, but it wasn't ice cream. It just curbs those kinds of
Oh fuck, did I bring a towel?
I've got a spare one in the car. Yeah, it just helps me curb those cravings, just like the same that's like I drink soda water now, or like mineral soda, whatever it is. I drink that now instead of soft drink because maybe it's the carbonation that just helps me think that I'm drinking something when I'm not. So yeah. So yeah, I'm grateful for that this morning. Now, key focus points for today are going to be hit the gym, smash out these, do this health assessment, go to the chiropractor. I would also like to do, go buy some pens from Officeworks. I'm a bit weird, and I've got one specific brand of pen that I like to use. They're the kind of pens that you write in pen, but then you turn it around, and then when I make a mistake, it's not if I make a mistake, it's when I make a mistake, I rub it out, and then I can just rewrite it. They are the best things since sliced bread because I'm always fucking up what I write. And if I can try and hide how much I stuff up my writing, that's amazing in my eyes. I think the other things that I need to do today are wash the outside of my car, and I need to buy some fiber powder, and I also need to maybe look at rescheduling my next body scan, mainly just because it takes a couple weeks usually. Like I think last time it took me 2 weeks before when I called up, so I'm due probably towards the end of this month, so hopefully I can try and get my scan in before before they get all booked out, and that way it works in with my roster on my days off. And I think that's more or less it. I think that's mainly it for the key focus points today. And obviously it's going to be things like play guitar, read some more of my book. I would like to do some more coding today. Whether or not I actually get around to it, we'll see. Because I need to try and get into bed early tonight, so that way I'm not completely fucked. For tomorrow, and like ideally I can keep the habit going of going to the gym before work. Yeah, I think that's more or less it today. If I think of anything else, I will let you know. Or I'll just talk about it at some point. Alrighty, I'll talk to you a bit later. Good afternoon. It is 4:51. Still the 4th of March. I went to the gym. I had a pretty decent pool session. I'll go over what I did. So at first I tried to start with deadlifts. That didn't go too well. So I just did 6 at 20 kilos each side. Oh no, I did 6 at 20 kilos in total, so 10 each side. My lower back did feel a bit tight and it felt a bit, how you going? So then I went up to 20 kilos each side, and I literally just did 1 rep, decided it doesn't feel right, this doesn't feel good, so I just proceeded to then stop. I think the smart move there. I then went to do close grip low row on the cable machine. I did 2 warm-up sets, and then I did 4 working sets. The first set did 10 reps, and then I did 8 reps for the next 3 after that. All of the lat pull-down machines were being used afterwards, and I would usually do lat pull-downs. So instead, I tried something new and I did the assisted chin-up. I averaged just around about 8 reps on average. I did 4 working sets, and then I went to do some close grip pull down. And then I mainly just focused on trying to reach a higher rep range. So I tried to aim for around 12. I think I got 9 the first set, 12 the next set, and then 10 the set after that. So I just did 3 sets there. I then did some barbell rows. I just did 20 kilos each, did 10 kilos each side, so 20 kilos in total. I did 3 sets there. I then did the 45 pull through. Now, the interesting thing with this one is that my left side was failing a lot quicker than my right side. It was just something to note. That's why I really wanted to go to the chiropractor, because I feel like something's out on the left side of my body. But I'll get into that soon. I then did some cable. So then I would usually go do rear delt flies on the machine, but that was busy and I was already at the cable machine. So I just did the cable crossover rear delt flies. So I did 4 sets there. I did 4 sets of standing squiggly bar curls. I averaged around 10 reps each set. I started off at 20 kilos for the first 2 sets, then I dropped down to 15 kilos for the last 2 sets. I then did 3 sets of incline hammer dumbbell curls. Just did 3 sets there, and then that was pretty much my session done. I had about 45 minutes to get to my appointment, so after finishing that workout, so I decided to not do any cardio. So then I hopped in the car, I had a quick shake, and then I drove to the place for my health assessment and then drove there, had my shake. The appointment was at 12:30. I realistically did not get seen until about nearly 1:30. So I sat there for nearly an hour. Thank God I brought my book. I managed to do an extra hour worth of reading, or 58 minutes or whatever the fuck it was. I did a fair bit of reading, and then finally I got seen. I did really well. I think there was like different categories, and I was in exceptional. So I'm pretty fit for my age apparently. I think the best part about the medical was there were 2 really cool things. The chick that was doing my physical, she must have been Japanese, because she was foreign, and she noticed she noticed what my tattoos were. Like, she realized that they were anime characters. So that was pretty cool. And when I went to see the doctor to get signed off, he asked me, he's like, "Oh, what are you reading?" And then I was like, "Oh, I'm just reading." And then he looked at it. He's like, "Oh, you're reading Tribe of Mentors by Tim Ferriss." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's the one." And he's like, "Oh, I prefer his first book." "Oh, what was that called?" And I was like, "Oh, that's Tools of Titans." And then we were like, it was really cool to hear a doctor has read those kinds of books, and he really liked the concepts that were in them. That was really cool, because I was like, "Oh, I really liked the sections on Wim Hof and Charles Poliquin and Dominic D'Agostino," and then we were talking about the ketogenic diet. And then so like that was really, really cool to have, someone that's a doctor acknowledging that there's good material in those books. Like, that really made me, like, I didn't realize that other people even read Tim Ferriss books to begin with. I've never come across another person out in the wild. But yeah, so that was really, really cool. I then went home. Well, I called my mum because I thought she finished work at 3 o'clock. Turns out she finishes work at 5 o'clock. So instead of me just going straight home, I decided, I haven't seen mum in about 3 months. I didn't realize it was 3 months. Ever since I came home, I've been in this mentality of, oh, we live in the same town now. I can see her whenever. And coincidentally, I just haven't made time for mum. So today, instead of me just going home, I thought, oh, fuck it, no. I said to mum that I'd come see her these days off. So let's go out. So we'll go out for dinner. So yeah, I'm just outside of mum's work, waiting for her to finish, and then we're gonna go get some dinner and have a much long-needed catch-up. So I'm gonna go before mum rocks up, but I will talk to you later. Hello, it is 12:43 a.m. Technically on the 5th of March, but I'm going to wrap up the mindfulness post for the 4th. Big day, massive day really. So after I went out for dinner with mum, we went to Chimak, which is a Korean restaurant, I guess you'd call it. They have really awesome food there. It's kind of like mum and I's tradition that we always go for dinner there, and then we walk down the road and we get gelatissimo. And then we always just talk about life and we just catch up. And it's shitty because it's great but it's shitty that I haven't caught up with Mum sooner. Um, like I always talk to her on the phone every week, but in my head, since she's since I'm always since we live in the same town, I don't make seeing Mum a priority, because in the back of my head, I guess it's always like the whole, oh, I can see her anytime, um, because we're here, and I keep not doing it, if that makes any sense. Um, so, I mean, that's poor on my part. So, you know, it's one of those things of I just need to make more time to see Mum, because it's always great when we go out. Um, Mum's been Mum's been there for me through everything, like my darkest times, and yeah. It was really nice. Mum said that she's like, "Oh, geez, mate, you've lost a bit of weight," and I'm like, "Oh, I don't think so. I've actually gained weight, if anything, because I weigh more than when she saw me before Christmas." Funnily enough, but yeah, no, it was and it's funny hearing that, because I mean, I virtually weigh more or less the same as what I did at the start of the year, but I'm just way more active now. So it'll be super interesting to see what my body scan comes up with, which I did not book in. Fuck. I might do that tomorrow. Put it on the to-do list. Um, so I'll do the mindfulness post. So what did I learn today? Well, I learned that there are other people that read the same books as me. Um, and it was just really, really nice hearing that a doctor um, had the same, like, thought that the same thing that we've read is fascinating, and all he ever said was really positive things about it, and it just made me seem less crazy. Um, I've preached on about my results and my experiences with the ketogenic diet per se, and I've never found another person in the real world that has done the exact same as me, tracked our blood using um, using blood monitors, and yeah, like it was really, really eye-opening that maybe I'm not full of shit and maybe I'm not crazy. So that was really, really awesome. Um, oh, look, I learned a fair bit more about Hello Kitty guitars tonight. Um, it's kind of bad. I've spent the last 2 hours researching, and then I was trying to decide whether or not I pull pull the trigger and actually do it. Because I mean, it would be pretty funny. Um, just, but I think it'd be cool at the same time. Like, it's just so quirky and out there, and that's why I like it. Um, and look, and it would be cheaper than the other guitar that I was looking at. But look, I mean, realistically, is the other guitar I'm looking at more versatile? Yes. Is it nearly double the price? Yes. And the thing is with the Hello Kitty guitar is, if I buy one, I kind of want to buy two. Because let's put it into perspective. The last time these were released was about 20 years ago, and the price of them has doubled in price. So um, and my friends were like, well, you know, if if you double the price of one, you essentially just get a free Hello Kitty guitar, which isn't bad. I mean, and it'd just be cool. Like, it'd be something like, even if I didn't sell it down the track, um, if any of my nieces ever wanted to learn electric guitar, and and they liked Hello Kitty, like, it would just be the ultimate present for them. Like, um, it'd be really cool. Like, I could hand it down throughout the family. Just Uncle Ling Ling's Hello Kitty guitar. Like, all I can think of is just funny memories that I could possibly create with it. And now that I say it out loud, I think I'm probably just going to bite the bullet and just do it now. But we'll see in the morning, because Fender do have a pack, and it seems like the most cost-effective thing. Yeah. Anyways, what else did I learn? I felt like there was something else, but I can't fucking remember. Hopefully, me talking throughout the day has said something worthwhile. If not, that's going to be it for now. What positive things happened today? Look, pretty active day. I managed to do my gym. I then passed the medical, or the functional part of the medical. That's all I had to do. I scored exceptional, which is the highest ranking there was. So I'm really happy with that. It just goes to show that, all my hard work is paying off. Yeah, that was really cool. I got to have dinner with Mum. I did an hour worth of reading today, which is effectively nearly 10 days. Oh no, sorry, I can't fucking count. Or when I said 10 days, I was imagining that time was divided by 10, but there's only 60 minutes in an hour, not 100. So that's why my math was off. Silly. But I did, 6 days worth of reading today, all because I decided to bring my book and utilize my downtime. So instead of just scrolling the internet for just pointless shit, I read my book instead. That's a win-win in my eyes. Yeah, so I did that. I even went for a run tonight. I went and bought some more fiber stuff, so that's awesome. So I'm not going to run out anytime soon. I even went and bought some food for myself for work. That's something awesome as well. Actually, something that I did learn today is that Fender sell this really cool thing that you can just plug into an electric guitar, and you can just Bluetooth your headphones to it. So that way, it'd be really awesome. So, even if it's late at night, I can still be practicing guitar. That's the only shit thing about acoustics. They're acoustics. They're loud, and you have to awkwardly sit in your room and play them and just pray to God that no one fucking hears you. Whereas if I had an electric, it takes away the whole, I can't practice guitar because I'm going to be too noisy. Electric guitars make nowhere near as much noise as the acoustics do, obviously. So that could be something to help speed this up. So yeah, I like that idea. All right. And then look, other positive things. I did a whole heap on my to-do list. I even went and bought some new pens for work. I've been meaning to do that for the last month. I'd really like to, I would really, really like a digital notebook. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't that, I've got a stylus on my phone, but it's not the same. Yeah, it's really not the same. I I'd like to start writing more, purely for the fact of, it seems to be that writing is becoming like a lost art. When I say writing, I just mean handwriting. I don't mean the storytelling type of writing. I just mean actual physical handwriting, because these days everything is typed, or you do it on your phone. And maybe I'm just old, or maybe I'm just weird, but I'd rather keep those kinds of physical skills, so that way, if I ever have to write something down, it doesn't look like I'm writing fucking Chinese. It just looks like normal handwriting. Whereas I find that a lot of people these days, or a lot of people that I come across, it's really hard to like. Actually, that sounds really judgmental. Actually, that was going to be a terrible thing to say. The point I'm trying to make is that I'm not happy with how my handwriting is, or actually, well, I'm not. It's not bad. I just want it to be better, and there's nothing wrong with that. So it'd be really cool if I could find like some kind of digital notebook that's small enough, and that way, and I like the idea of like a digital notebook because I want something that I can sync up to other things. That's probably going to be the key thing here. And I know what you're thinking. Why don't you just use your phone? I've got a stylus for my phone, and it's just not the same. It's just not the same. So I'm going to give me a bit of a Google and see what I can come up with. Well, I feel like I'm in the self-reflection notes part now. So yeah, look. Hello Kitty Guitars. Probably going to buy one. Even if it's just for shits and gigs. It'd just be fun, and it kind of just suits me. I mean, I just like ridiculous things. Now, so look, my new totals for the day, they are, I've done 11.16 hours of reading. I didn't do any guitar, so we're still sitting at 12.20 hours for guitar. Strength training, we're sitting at 35.70 hours. And running, we're sitting at 51.58 kilometers. So I finally hit rank 1 in running. So now that's rookie runner. So that's an extra 100 experience. So I've gained 100 experience just from those 3 reaching rank 1. So that's already at 300 experience. Plus it's about 100 experience each month that I'm alcohol and soft drink free. So I'm already sitting at 500 experience just from those alone. So I guess I'm rank adventurer now. Let me just see what the next rank is. I save everything on OneNote. Yeah, so I am. Well, I'm at 500 experience just from those. I'll have to redo how this works because technically I should be at like level 5, and so I guess I've been novice wanderer this whole time. But once I get to like 600 XP, I'll become an adventurer. Now, I just need to see what else I've done to do. Oh wait. No, I don't think I've done anything extra. Damn it. Damn it. That's okay. I'll find another 100 experience somewhere. Anywho. So yeah. I think my I've done so much today. Like after I dropped mum off, I went to the shops, bought some food. Even before I picked mum up, I went to the shops and bought some pens. I then went and washed my car because I've been meaning to do that for like the last month. Turns out I'm not going to do ERT training this week. Turns out, apparently there's a cyclone. And it was funny because when I was talking to the boss lady about it, because I was like, oh, just double checking, we've got training tomorrow. So then she called me, and she was like, oh no, there's a hurricane, there's a tornado coming or a cyclone or some shit coming, so we can't do the training. And I'm like, oh, is there a cyclone? And she's like, mate, it's all over Facebook and the news. And I'm like, oh, well, there's the problem. I don't use Facebook, and I don't watch the news. So and then she's like, I love how oblivious you are. And I was like, mate, unless it affects my little bubble that I live in, I don't care about it. I don't care if anything happens outside, because realistically, what is the outside world doing for me? Absolutely fuck all. I'd rather focus on what's important to me, and that's just looking after myself right now. Who gives a fuck about X or Y? Like, they literally have no impact on my life. It'd be different if it was like a celebrity or something that I followed to my heart's content, but I don't have anyone. I like fitness authors and things like that, but besides that, don't really care. That I know that might sound super selfish, but it's true. Anywho, I think that's it for the summary today. I'm probably gonna go and buy some Hello Kitty guitars now, or at least I'm thinking, because Fender has, they do have this pack, and it'd be the ideal collector's pack. Like if I was gonna buy it, I'll put that in my storage container, and then it would be the collectible one. But in the meantime, I might just buy a Hello Kitty guitar, buy buy a strap for it, because straps are just fucking handy, and then maybe buy the wireless thingy so that way I can play it all the time. Might do that as a little treat for myself. Well, realistically, I mean, I have played a fair bit of guitar lately, and it's just another tool that I can use to be consistent with my playing realistically. And I don't need a super flash one. I think my Hello Kitty guitar one will do me just fine. It's $600 cheaper than the other one, and plus the other one doesn't even come with a case. I mean, do I also want to upgrade the case for the one that I am going to buy? Well, yes, because the case, like the upgraded case, it's just of better quality and it's just going to last me longer. And if I've learned anything, there's nothing wrong with having nice protective gear to look after things. I mean, I put cases on everything. It's just, if I can prolong the longevity of things, I will. Oh shit, I need to go take my fiber, so I'm going to take my fiber, buy a Hello Kitty guitar, and then go to bed. But just remember, you're enough. You've got this. Go crush some goals. Go kick some ass. And just look after yourself. I'll see you tomorrow.